Well, being a player is much different because you're really focused on yourself, whereas when you're a coach, you have to worry about everybody. You can't just think about yourself, obviously, because you're leading an entire team. It's a much different mindset. You got to keep your composure a little bit more because you're the role model for that team. All those guys are looking up to you. I mean, at the end of the day, though, it's pretty similar in the aspect that we're still playing the same sport that we all love, so that hasn't changed. Yeah, I mean, it's tremendous because I have so many years of insight. Obviously, I don't have the technical capabilities of some players. I don't have the collegiate experience, but what I do have is the years of experience in his system. I know what he wants, what his expectations are. He's always evolving as a coach, though, so it's not like what he thought might work a couple years ago might work today. For the most part, though, I'm able to kind of use my own experience and share that with players who are playing now and say, well, if you want to get to the academy team, like, this is what you have to do, this is the work ethic. I was on this team earlier, and I know what it takes, and standards have been raised, so I'm expecting you guys to push it even harder. It's kind of nice to share some of my insights with them. Anybody who's in the younger age group, they're all aspiring to become like the older guys, so the more they can get exposed to that, the better it is for them. The mindset is much different when you're in the U14, U15-ish range. Obviously you care about results because results will help get you better competition, better divisions, but at a younger age we're more concerned with coaching the game and playing the game the right way. So what might translate to wins in the now might not translate to as many wins or collegiate offers, that kind of stuff in the future. So from my perspective, it really seems like we're trying to get guys ready to play in college because that's where they can earn scholarships. That's where they get to play at that next highest level. We're really about creating players, developing players that will be successful at not just this level, but the next level. First off, I hope they have a fun time. If anybody dreads coming to practice or anything like that, I certainly hope that they can either figure that out or maybe talk to me or something like that. But first and foremost, they should be having fun. We try our best to promote a fun atmosphere. At the same time, though, we're also trying to learn, and we're trying to improve technicality, we're trying to play intense like BVB wants us to play. It's a blend of all three things, and if you can create a fun environment that's enjoyable, intense, focus on technique and positional awareness, that kind of stuff, that's the best recipe for success, because you might have intense practices, but if players don't want to come here, if they don't enjoy going to practice, they're not going to take as much out of it. Whereas you have a practice that's fun, everybody's getting along, it's intense, and they see the end goal, they can see the light at the end of the tunnel. That's what it's all about, because they'll keep pushing to work harder and harder. That's what I hope they get out of this experience, is something fun, but they can push towards their goals. Lots of the drills that I try to incorporate, I want to get as many touches on the ball with as much movement off the ball as possible in as little time, because we're limited with practice. So the more we can get done in that practice setting, the better the players will become. Drills that really focus on movement off the ball, because players, they can focus on their technicality outside of practice, but when you're at practice, that's the chance to understand how you move off the ball relative to your teammates. Quick overlapping runs, or dropping back, maybe if you're a center back, something like that, just positional awareness type stuff. I want to make it so that not only are they technical enough to just get by, I want their technicality to be at the level where they're not thinking about getting a good first touch, they're thinking about what they can be doing next. They're already thinking a couple plays ahead. Because if they're thinking about what they're doing now, they're already a step behind, because they need to be reading the game and thinking, oh, what should be happening if I take my touch this direction. So really trying to get them thinking 2 or 3 plays ahead. I mean, I think it's hard to speak for other parents, but like from my experience, however, the reason why I would choose BVB is just first and foremost the people that are in it. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the people. I enjoy coming into work every day. I wouldn't call it work because I enjoy doing it. And everybody here is like so passionate, so friendly. Yeah, we all have the same goal in mind. And I think it's really cool to just see so many like-minded yet diverse backgrounded people come together in this club, try to promote soccer in this city. I think it's really special. I think the one that probably sticks out most, I'd have to go with, it was an indoor game this past season with me and Ricky as the coaches. It was halftime, and Ricky and I were really frustrated in the first half because we had quite a bit of opportunities to get some crosses in, but our wingers were waiting a little too long to cross it in. So Ricky and I pointed that out at halftime. You guys are waiting too long, you're losing your angle, the keeper's either getting the ball or it's going out of bounds. We got to cross it earlier so the defenders don't have time to recover and you get that better angle. And it was probably like 2 minutes into the second half, and I think it was Blake just setting in an early ball and we scored right off of it. So it was cool to kind of see something that we talked about at halftime, just to see it pay dividends that quickly was pretty cool. Sometimes they don't see it until they try it, and when they try it, it's like, oh, I've been doing it wrong all along, and that's why we do it this way. I'm Coach Charlie Carr with BVB International Academy Great Plains, and welcome to our family.